Hey guys, happy Monday. Today is October 26, 2020. We are going to continue on our Unit 3 place value decimals. In your table of contents and at the top of a new clean page, pause the video here and write down our title for today, which is Introducing Thousands with Area Models. So write that at the top of a new clean page. Pause the video here. All right, so today's objective in this lesson, we will be introducing the thousands place on a place value chart and in area models. Your materials that you will need is your Orgo student journal, your math journal, a pencil, and colors are optional. All right, so here we go. We have the thousands, the hundreds, the tens, the ones, the tens place, the hundreds place on a place value chart. Today we are going to introduce our thousands place here. So in your journals, I want you to add in that word of thousands. Thousands, it's going to be here. THOUSAND. THS, thousands. Take a moment and add that into your place value chart. Create your place value chart and add that in there. If you have not, pause the video here and add that word thousands. So here we have the word 1 and 234 thousandths. And I want you to see if you can write that into the place value charts in decimal form for me right now. Remember I'm going to create a bigger number that is here, and I want you to write a 2. It's 2 ones. And then you have your decimal place, and then I want you to create your 234 thousandths. So you have 2 in your tens place, 134. You should have a 3, and you should have a 4. And this is the last number. So it reads just the normal 234. Check and see and make sure that you create this as a decimal. Then we're going to review, and I want you to think about this. We're adding that new place value that is there. So the next part we're going to do is we're going to create it as a fraction as well. So you have 2 as your whole number, and then you have 234. And we have that out of 1,000. So this is today. This is what we're doing. We're going to create numbers, but we're introducing that thousands place that is there. So here we go. Here's what we do. The first thing I want you to do is shade in 1/10. Shade in 1/10. Pause the video here and create you a place value and shade in 1/10. And then write it as a fraction in words and write it in your place value house as a decimal and a common fraction. Pause the video here and get that created. So you should have the words 1/10. That's in your tens place, 0 ones, 1/10. And that looks as a decimal, 1/10, and 1/10 as a fraction. So your place value house should say this. The next one, I want you to create another place value house, but do 10 rows and 10 columns. This time we're going to shade in 1/100th. So create you a place value house, and you're going to shade in 1/100th, which is just this right here. And then you're going to fill in your next row of your place value house with 1/100th, which it should look something like this: 1/100th, 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 1/100th. The next one This is what it would look like if you had a place value house with the thousands, which is so much smaller. And on this one, 1/1000 would just be one tiny line here. So it is the smallest of our place value houses. And on this one, we're going to create 1/1000s, 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 1/1000s. So give me a moment here, get that written in, and check and make sure that your place value houses have up to the moment. Pause the video here. I'm going to pause for just a second and get that information in for you as well. So you should have this new item that is here, 1/1000th. You have 0 ones, 0 tenths, 0 hundredths, and 1 in the thousandths place. As a decimal, we're adding on that last place value, which is 1/1000ths, which is also written as a fraction as 1/1000ths. So check and make sure you have those inside of your journals. If you need to pause the video and get them caught up, go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. So next we're going to take this fraction as it reads 4 and 900, no, it reads 495 thousandths. So we're going to take a moment here and shade in as it says. So we're going to start in the tens place right here, which is your 4. We're going to go ahead and shade in 4 tenths. And take a moment and create yours. This is in our journals, which is on page number 10. So if you are in your Orgo workbook, this is on page 10. You can use this to color and follow along so you're not having to draw in your notebooks. So get that shaded in, and again, it's difficult for me, and make sure that you get all of those shaded in on your 4. And I will clean mine up here in just a second. Get this part right here gone so it doesn't look so bad. Okay. And then we have 900, so I'm going to shade in. We're going to switch colors so you can see. So my hundreds, we have 4 of them. 400, 2, 3, and 4. So that is my 400. And then you have your 95. So on this last part, I'm going to shade in those 95. So you got to count them up. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would be my halfway point of 95. So we had 4 tenths, we had 9, oops, and that is wrong. I'm going to erase this part, and we're going to switch back over to my red, and I'm going to shade on over. So then you should have all the way down to 9. And again, check your work and make sure you fix that. Erase my stuff that's here. And then your 90, and then you should have 5 ones, which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 495 thousandths. So that is what you should have shaded in. All right. Here is the exit ticket. I want you guys to practice on your Orgo page 11. It is number 2, A through D. Practice using the place value charts to build the numbers that are down below. The first one reads 375 thousandths. The second one reads 628 thousandths. The third one reads 284 thousandths, and your fourth one reads 842 thousandths. So you're going to shade in your tenths first, then your hundredths second, and your thousandths third. Go through and check each one of those. Once you get finished, check in with me and I will check to make sure that you have done it correctly. And then the last part of today is your independent practice, and it is on Khan Academy. So I placed in there a review of place value with decimals video. Watch that before you do the 2 activities. The second one is place value names. It's 7 questions, and value of a digit, which is also 7 questions. There's 14 questions on your computers that you will need to do, and turn those in when you get finished to make sure that you have completed them. And I will check in with you guys at 9:30 to make sure everybody's doing what they need and are okay. All right, see you then.